All right. So this is game number 2 for the AOL Destroyer Vanilla Championship or whatever. It's a best of 3 qualifiers. What else can I say? You can't play the same god twice, so I played Ra in the first game, I played Isis in the second game. For the qualifiers, that was my trend. I was going to play those 2 gods, and I was going to play a secret third god which nobody knows. Coming into the group stages after that, if I make it there, I might change said strategy up because there are some ways to abuse Ra. But what was my third? That's a secret there. That's a secret. Wouldn't you like to know? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't set. Okay, so this map, Oasis, Isis against Hades. Hades is one of those gods which Isis should fear. Hades is probably not the best. Probably Zeus is the best against Isis, but Hades is probably a close second simply because you really can't do a timing push with Isis because his buildings are so damn strong. So such is life. I'm searching pretty hard because with my pharaoh because I'm trying to find where my giraffe are. If I don't find them in the next minute, I cannot gather from them against Hades because he's going to get an early Ajax out and there's no way for me to gather them. So for the fact that I haven't found them yet means basically I cannot gather from them even if I find them, which is sad, and I haven't found them anyways. I wanted to veto at this point, but I looked at the timer and it was 20 seconds past, so I cannot veto. It's fine. I found a lot of goat doing that, which means I will be able to get to the third age. Regardless, I've got chicken in my base and I've got the goat. I don't really want to eat the chicken, rather eat the goat because it is gathered faster. And I'm gonna have to farm pretty early here. I guess I go for the chicken first and then I go for the goat with husbandry. It makes more sense, but because I have no wood. But this is probably the worst possible Oasis spawn I could get. No giraffe, 2 zebra. Probably the only thing worse would have been no goat spawns, but I don't think you can get that. So, spamming out the houses, doing all the stuff. I do need to be careful of potential Athena rush onto this home gold mine. It's not very strong, but it can force me to do some stuff that I don't want to do, like build barracks units against Hades, something I really don't want to do. So got to go for the fast heroic here. 100 times out of 100. I get a really early husbandry here as well. So husbandry before pickaxe. Normally you want to get pickaxe first. You get the husbandry first to fatten the goats up just a little bit. It allows me to eat the goats as well. And that's going to be okay. So the temple going up. And that's going to be fine. I had to delay the monument as well because of no hunt. It's totally fine. It just means that I don't get Flood of the Nile. I'm not sure if I buy it this game or not. I can't remember. But no Flood of the Nile. Flood of the Nile is essentially an extra villager, so it's really good technology. But it's not worth cutting a villager for, if you know what I mean. I remember a bit of a history lesson. One of my friends when I was learning the game, whose name is Hail to the Cobra, came up with a 7 minutes, I believe it was 7-minute 30 fast heroic on Oasis with 5 chicken, and like 4 goat or something. With Flood of the Nile. I can't remember if that's exactly correct or not, but it was crazy. And his build was like so wild. It was not economically good at all. But, you know, I'm pretty sure you don't get prosperity or whatever. But it was pretty crazy. He also came up with a 5-minute 40 fast heroic with Isis. On like watering hole. So I managed to get to the classical age, which is kicking goals. And I don't have many villagers on gold here, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. A little bit of improvising here with the build, making sure he can't kill my my towers by putting wall segments around, making my base nice and secure. Houses at the back because I need more of those. And we are on our way here. So things I need to look out for now is what unit comp is he going and how hard is he going on that unit comp. So really key thing for Egyptian players to know is if your opponent's going mass Hippocon, you have to have some sort of answer for that. So the answers for the ISIS is generally Scorpion Men. You want to throw down a second monument if you see a lot of Hippocon because he's not going to be able to counter the Scorpion Men. If you see Hoplite Toxotes, you just want to go Chariot Archers. And you might want to consider, there's my giraffe. You might want to consider going Camelry even if you see enough Hippocon. It's not as good as Isis, but as it is with Ra, but it's a decent idea. So building the armory with a couple of villagers here, no empowerment of the Pharaoh. I'm about to run out of food. I've got just enough goat, which is nice. I considered getting Flood of the Nile there, but did not have the gold. And there we go with the food. And I want to advance here, so bring the Pharaoh over, dump all the villagers before I take the Pharaoh off, so I get all of that extra resource from the Pharaoh empowerment. Pretty key. So now he's running around, and the really nice thing about Isis is that he has to, for your opponent to kill off your obelisks, he has to kill them with his units. So he's giving away his unit comp here. So he's showing me he's going Hippocon. And I think he shows me Toxotes as well. I can't remember what I saw. And now I can finally get Flood of the Nile. That's going to help me out with the villager production here. Okay, I don't see the Toxotes, but at the moment, it's 7 minutes into the game. I see only one Hippocon. So my guess here is he's not going heavy on military units in the classical age. Potentially is gone like one stable maybe, semi-fast heroic. But the thing that I'm super concerned about is if he's got Ajax and Chiron out, I still don't know exactly what he's got here. So I've only seen one Hippocon. He might have, the thing I have to play around here is he might have like 10 or 15 Hippocons sitting outside outside the town, like outside your town here. Like if he's sitting on that gold mine there with those Hippocon and the Ajax and Chiron, I don't get the Migdol up, or I lose some villagers, and it's tough. So I play super cautiously here, put the Migdol in my base so that I'm fine here and I can start building some military units. I've got a little bit of time here to up and market nice and early so that I can trade if I need to. And I'm basically going to be looking for raids here at this point. I don't want to engage the army, and we'll see what he does a little bit later, if we can get that second Migdol up or not. I think probably the best play from Tektonas here is full Hippocon Athena push onto that gold mine, force of defensive ancestors. On this patch, defensive ancestors is really bad because you get no value out of it. The units can run away because it's 5.0 speed. All your units will have 5.5 speed. So No Mercies in the chat saying something about going for the axe of the Adzi, whatever it's called, whatever, I can't remember what it's called, but in actuality, that technology does nothing unless you have Bowsaw. So if you have hand axe and you have Adzi, then it does nothing. If you have hand axe, Adzi, and Bowsaw, it does a lot. So you don't want to get Adzi until you get Bowsaw. It's one of those weird things about villager animation drop-off rate things. So it doesn't actually give enough of a bonus to make a difference until it gives a huge bonus. Alright, so now at this point, I've got this gold mine here. And one of the little known facts here is once you have secured this gold mine as Egyptian in matchups where you don't have a lot of food, what you can do is you can put all your villagers over onto gold for a little bit, and you can start buying food in order to continue your villager production. So I can build this second town center, and I can be buying food in order to maintain villager production here. Now I see Aphrodite here, and I see that I think I see that he's got villagers on favor. I'm making a small. I think I saw he has villagers on favor. Not sure. It's either me metagaming or something. I cast Ancestors Eclipse here because I see him doing a semi-fast heroic, which means I have. So I see the Nemean line there, so I've got to play around that. So because my opponent goes semi-fast heroic, I'm not looking to. What am I trying to say? I'm not looking to go for a timing push here against the semi-fast heroic. I'm looking to slow down any sort of timings that he can do. So this Ancestors Eclipse effectively slows down the second town center. I can open up his base, slow down his favor gather rate for the Nemean Lions, and I can get further set up in my economy here, training villages and getting further ahead. He's sitting on one town center and on two town centers, so I'm getting more economy than him. I can kill off villages as well. So at this point, I am very, very much in front. He still has a curse I have to be careful about, so I cast. I build a monument on my Migdol, and we all good. We all good. So at this point now, I'm considering the fact that he may have no gold mines in his like west corner of the map, and I could potentially push in onto that gold mine and just win the game straight out. Now, chances are he does have a gold mine over the other side of the map, but if you count the gold mines on the map, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there is a gold mine somewhere else. Now, it might be in some of those black corners down the bottom, so I just want to make sure that he's not over here. And if I didn't see anything over here, like I see his army here, and I obviously have the stronger army at this point, say I saw nothing here and his army was safe, I wouldn't be pushing on this side. I would have retreated back. Okay, he's got a gold mine somewhere else. I'm just going to grab these two middle town centers. I'm going to try and push through the middle of the map and go for that gold mine over there. But because I see his units over there, I can continue to pressure there because I think he's probably going to go onto that gold mine. And I can get some value there. So I think I did get Adzi there with the intentions of getting Bowsaw because I want to start making siege towers, but I don't remember if I actually got around to getting Bowsaw after Hand Axe or not. I can't remember. Anyways. So now my chariot archers have enough speed to start hitting running this army of Tektonas, so I can move in, I can launch some volleys, run away, launch some volleys, and maintain this map control. I need to start getting some more food so I can make cavalry. I've got funeral rites, I think, at this point, so his Nemean Lion is not going to be any threat to me. I've also got a Pharaoh, and so long as I keep my heroes alive and safe and focus down his Chiron, I should be fine to engage him basically whenever. And that will be okay. So we can move in, hit the villages, do all the stuff, and run away. And we are totally fine and happy and dandy here. I probably should. I'm not sure if I bought heavy chariots then or not, but should have built heavy chariots if I didn't. And now he's got not enough units to be pushing into me right now. Like he's got what looks to be a strong army here with the Nemean Lions, but the Nemean Lions are just going to melt. Just have to micro a little bit to make sure that the Nemean Lion just gets melted there, and he does, and then everything else falls. And like this, he should never have taken this fight. If he wanted the chance here to win at this stage in the game, he probably should have just gone straight Hephaestus, 2 town center Hephaestus here, and then attempted to Petropolis siege this town center back for himself behind that wall. And that may have been okay. More farms, I guess. It's not bad. I got good gold income now, so I can actually pile up the farms and then be looking towards going mythic age here. Keep putting pressure on. His army is still in a place where I can get value from. So a lot of people only see like the value in raiding villages, but obviously raiding army is also really good. So if he's out of position with his units, I can snipe his units and continue to stay and continue to get further and further in front. So you don't have to go for just villages with your raids. So a good example of that is like Thor versus Zeus Athena rush. When your opponent is trying to push you at the front door and you realize you can't fight them there, they're just gonna win the fight. You can go and raid where his forward buildings are, and as the units pop out, you can kill them, and then you're getting value, he's getting value, and you're both going to be in pain, but you're not losing your units, so you're going to be able to catch up in that regard. Adzi isn't bugged, it's intended. It's like the same thing with how well, it's the same reason why Bowsaw doesn't do anything, because it only gives an extra 10% on the bonus gather rate, so it doesn't give you enough to reduce the animations needed to get a full load. So if you were to micro with Adzi and dump it 9 wood or 14 wood or whatever it is, you would have faster wood gather rate, if that makes sense. I don't know about, I can't remember off the top of my head about Sacred Cats. The only reason I know the Adzi thing is because I talked with Chrono JJ not too long ago about it. Trent saying, hope I actually didn't go to the shops. I was too scared, too many people. And that's the game. And we win. We got him, coach. So pretty safe play, but you got to play safe in tournaments. No sense in taking wild risks unless you feel like you have to. So we got him in the end. I hope you guys enjoy this style of video. I'm going to be doing them for the entirety of my tournament run, win or lose. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll move on to the next game, which is that's a 2-game series again, or a 3-game series against Hagrid.